Ladies and gents, you're not ready for what just happened, because Eazy the Block Captain performed a full-fledged, ringless, caption-free, internet-breaking proposal on Instagram, instead of just sending Remy Ma a birthday message. Instead of ignoring to sink in. Previously, a man's supposedly ghost-written love letter was uploaded by hip-hop's ride-or-die wife. Remy said, "What? Nothing but that repost that was louder than any ring that said, 'Yes, baby,' without saying a single word?" This was not a birthday message, but rather a subtle wedding promise presented as an Instagram story. So, is this the biggest soft launch scandal since Jada and August? Or is the Papoose period finally coming to an end? What you're about to hear has the potential to destroy your life, so hold on tight. The villain in Netflix's upcoming romance comedy reddened his face. Faith in marriage, faithfulness, and traditional Black love. Ladies and gentlemen, let's sort out this mess. We believe that hip-hop had already presented us with the most acrimonious breakups, the most complicated relationships, and the most surprising loyalty tests. However, Eazy, the Block Captain, may have just done the unthinkable, which is why the timeline ruptured today and the tea kettle literally burst into flames. Prepare yourself and see what transpired. Eazy the Block Captain, who is well known in the battle rap community for his cold delivery and lack of filter bars, decided to change things up by delivering a full-fledged emotional monologue straight into Remy Ma's direct message. No, wait, not even a direct message on her public Instagram story, because this is a diss track wrapped in a Hallmark card. You heard that right. He didn't imply, he didn't soften, and he didn't mumble it. "Launch," he announced to the world. "You are my companion, my mirror, and my peace. You are more than just love." Take a moment to process that. If you haven't decided on your wedding colors yet, don't call someone your reflection. If Remy Ma were single, this situation would be chaotic, but she is not your typical elderly woman. She was publicly and loudly married to a man who kept her down for 6 years while she was incarcerated. It's more than just love masquerading as Black love. For months, there have been allegations that Eazy and Remy had been seen together too, frequently at events. Let's not act like we didn't see this coming. Some have even claimed that she has been molding him into the next thing in battle rap by managing and teaching him. As though it were a sponsored ad, she now shared Eazy's love letter. This birthday greeting wasn't your usual one, and it wasn't given to a friend. Instead, it said, "I'm ready to risk it all for you. And let's face it, who says I owe you for that? Replacement husband?" We're not claiming that the time frames line up exactly, but the math is right. Let's fast forward a few months to the widely shared footage of Papoose allegedly swinging on Eazy while running up backstage at a battle rap event. In a setting like this, do you realize how loud a repost is? With Faith Evans' "I Love You" playing. In the background of the Instagram story, the answer was a resounding yes in a bold white letter. Additionally, remember that nothing communicates "I love you." Together, they have experienced a life-altering event, such as a scandal. What did Remy do? Sherry posted a ring. By noon, my boyfriend would be requesting a restraining order if my buddy had posted a birthday greeting like that. Because Eazy sounds like he's been genuinely in love, the question is not whether something is occurring, but rather how long it has been happening. Public validation, such as selecting the most popular R&B song ever made at the time. Listen, some fans attempt to minimize it by claiming that it's only a birthday post and that they are merely pals. Baby, you're taking things too personally. Kind of love that doesn't result from a few flirtatious moments in the green room and Remy Ma's subtle affirmation that his co-signing wasn't startling or awkward. Since fan pages are putting halos on Papoose as if he's dead and TikTokers are reading Eazy's remarks in dramatic fashion on Twitter, it feels like a death because if Remy Ma really moved on from Papoose to Eazy, this everything started with a story post? But hold on. Things get messy because in part 2, we go into the receipts, the responses, the direct messages, and the crazy conspiracy theories that are going viral, some of which might not be accurate. It's a cultural revolution, not merely a change in relationships. The template couple, the fall of an empire, and the stories of loyalty are all finished and gone. We dug deeper, and you won't believe what we found. Not only was this a birthday message, but it also marked the beginning of a digital breadcrumb trail that is becoming viral on the internet. First, a screenshot of an alleged direct message interaction between Eazy and Remy was purportedly taken, but it was promptly removed. Although we are unsure of the authenticity of the notes, one of them stated, "You saved me when nobody else saw me." A person wrote, "So Remy really left a man who held her down in prison for 6 years for someone who just got his teeth fixed last year." Someone else commented, "She didn't repost Papoose's decade of loyalty like that." Excuse me, but that is a trademark of Benefits Energy, not artist-manager conversation. That Instagram post was reposted by her. People started looking through earlier interviews and videos for hints because the comments were so passionate. Remy hadn't shared Papoose on her grid for over a year, according to one viral TikTok, but some stated he's been showing up in the venue's booth in the background, always just out of frame like a ghost of something not so innocent. People became FBI agents overnight after she unfollowed Papoose's cousin and stopped liking his pictures. She also to Eazy's behind-the-scenes photos. The strangest aspect, though, was a rumored leak from a group conversation that stated Papoose was aware of it. Additionally, Papoose kept their months-long separation a secret. Some claimed that the simple reconnection has been evolving from the days of Chrome 23. Months ago, Papoose reportedly told Remy that, "This isn't just business," to which Remy said, "You're overthinking. People are now overanalyzing everything on the internet, discussing loyalty as though it were a presidential election." Remy is free to move on, according to some, while others say she fumbled the most bold person out there, and other courageous people are cheering her on. A video purportedly showing Eazy and Remy touching hands backstage at an event surfaced as the issue was coming to a head. While some swear it wasn't them, others assert it was. The matching ring that Remy wore in her most recent post was revealed by one viewer who improved it in a CSI fashion. The clapbacks followed the insane frame-by-frame breakdowns. After going live, Papoose shared an enigmatic black, "Everything I do is from love." Even the misunderstood asterisk boy said, "What does it even mean if you guys don't stop?" What does that sound like? Fans swiftly overflowed the comments with emojis of broken hearts, tears, and, yep, snakes. But some folks do a mic drop. No names, no tags, but we all recognize the person in a matter of minutes. Something you'd write after deleting 10 drafts and 1 voicemail, but the message is still. Neither he nor she is denying anything, and neither is giving Papoose any attention at all. The public thus started taking sides, with some fans even canceling Remy because they felt she had betrayed her legacy. Some older fans are just asking, "Wait, who is Eazy?" While rap purists are incensed and accuse it of being a marketing gimmick. Meanwhile, Shade Room Hollywood Unlocked is being devoured by gossip blogs, and every perspective, screenshot, and vintage photograph is now being scrutinized as though it were a Smithsonian exhibit. The internet went nuts when Remy Ma uploaded just one image, said nothing, and left no captions or explanations throughout this entire ordeal. Her quiet conveys everything, which makes it nearly brilliant. At that point, the brand agreements started to break apart, and a sneaker line cooperation was postponed. Fans discreetly canceled a promotional partnership she had arranged with a well-known hair company after noticing that her post had disappeared from their page. A close insider reportedly told a blogger, "We thought they were just close friends. Now we don't know what to think," suggesting that even the team is upset. Even though it's causing concern, Remy continues to repost previous performances, throwbacks, and songs that sound, "I've been solid through it all," she wrote one day on social media, akin to subliminal tweets. At this point, she could upload a picture of cereal, and someone would see it as a metaphor for infidelity, despite fans' claims that it was about Papoose. So where does that leave us in a full-fledged battle of narratives? With the receipts, the bloggers, and the fans engaged in combat. People only show loyalty when it benefits them, and they claimed that Eazy's message was a sub to another day. Flooding. And somewhere in Brooklyn, Papoose is probably shaking his head and clutching a notebook, because the woman he fought for, waited for, and publicly honored might have settled for a man who sent her a love letter on Instagram. There were only vibes and viral postings, no promises or loyalty tests, but the story doesn't stop with a repost. No, we analyze the purported NDA drama, the career consequences, the legal ramifications, and the "we already had matching hoodies" on backorder, which is why I said he was simply my artist. Let's discuss the purported NDAs. This is purely private. Everyone is scared to address this question. Was this always personal, or did it begin as business? Right now, it's destroying dusty Twitter spaces, Discord servers, and comment sections, like wildfire. Tea from a confident TikTok blogger with a grainy screenshot. Everyone who attended the most recent Chrome 23 event had their NDAs drafted by Remy Ma's team. Although NDAs are frequently used for celebrity engagements, one unidentified source claims that she expressly asked for wording that prohibited any backstage filming or photographing, particularly when she was with Eazy. Of course, people are now saying hiding, followed by another round of rumors. One of Ray's former PR staffers allegedly sent a blind item alleging that Remy and Eazy started getting connected during late-night studio sessions, while Papoose was still believing everything, was according to a gossip blog. The worst part was that she supposedly instructed her team to remain silent until the release, which was to announce whether we were introducing a new man or a mixtape. One of Eazy's gigs sold out less than 24 hours after the incident surfaced, and the streets are still witnessing his apparently doubled Chrome 23 bookings. The man deserves an Oscar for keeping his cool when addressing the kids and hosting battle rap concerts with the same composed expression he had throughout her prison stint. Maybe it's just a coincidence, or maybe controversy truly does sell. The industry is quietly addressing the harm to her reputation. Both the Netflix cameo she was apparently considering and the TV hosting job she was supposedly in negotiations for were canceled. Some fans are praising Messi and calling her a boss for her self-choice, while others are blasting her with outdated lyrics like bullets. It has been stated that brands are allergic to Messi. A single video of her on a What Became of This Energy. I don't believe in cheating if you want someone else to leave. A podcast that stated has resurfaced with the caption, Sis, Hugh, and let's not even discuss the contentious combat rap scene among veterans. While some are criticizing Eazy for being careless, rude, and out of pocket, others are standing by him, saying that love is love. He better hope I don't get around with him next because I'm cooking him, one combatant even remarked. One Instagram story, one caption, and one repost that revealed 10 years of painstakingly built public loyalty. The casualness of it all, the lack of closure, and the fact that people are now urging Remy to face it head-on are maybe the things that hurt the most, not the proposal or even the potential affair. While some want her to accept responsibility for it, others want her to deny it. Completely opposite camp. They only want to know if the music is still playing since, in spite of the whirlpool of emotions, people are unavoidably watching. Eazy. Papoose's direct messages, which are said to be overflowing with support, jumped along with Remy's fanbase. What happens next depends on whether Remy and Eazy go all out with matching clothes, date nights, and interviews, and the internet blows up. But if they keep teasing it, keep the hype going. The stats and public obsession don't lie. Papoose may make a mixtape that outsells them both while the tension lingers for months. It hurts, so don't sleep on it. The saddest part is that we might all be seeing a modern Greek tragedy set in the Instagram age, or perhaps everyone is doing their share, and this was business. Whatever the case, one thing is for sure. Despite the end of the Papoose era, the internet's fixation. We're only getting started, so will your next connection be love or just content when it becomes viral before it's even real? The remainder of the series is already writing itself, and this wasn't just a scandal, it was the premiere of a season. You haven't seen anything yet if you thought this was wild. If your jaw is still on the ground, then you're doing well. Please leave your thoughts in the comments area so we know if is love or simply clout. Because you were in the front seat of a live, breathing timeline meltdown, and this story isn't simply another internet scandal. Do you believe marks the end of the last power couple in hip-hop? Or do you believe it's simply a woman's journey towards self-determination? Was it simple, audacious, or untidy? Was it a confession or a proposal that Remy Ma reposted? Don't worry if you're new here and have managed to stay away from all the drama without hitting the subscribe button. The season has already begun. Although the Instagram story may have ignited the fire, this is only episode 1, don't worry. We're monitoring every flare. In my house, we don't spill tea. We boil it, and we'll see you in the next one. So like the video, share your conspiracy theory in the comments, and keep watching.